Don't blink, get your blink. Welcome to the show. We guys are doing well because are having a wonderful day on the 7th December 2024. We're a month earlier, but I'm still there. Today we're talking about a bit of a drama that happened yesterday, 2 days ago. I'm not sure. But yeah, so I don't like talking about drama, but I think it's a teachable moment. I think it's something that I think it's something that needs to be mentioned, right? Because I was directly involved. So long story short, right? I had this friend, right? This friend, um, on TikTok, right? And this person was, how can I put this without sounding like a total fucking dick? Because that's not the goal here. It is not the goal. This person. Okay. I'm gonna tell you guys why I feel bad for this person. First of all, so this person, I'm not gonna say the name because the goal is not to have some hate, but this guy reminds me of myself a lot. So I've been following this guy, right? And this guy is ultimately he's nice, but he's live every single day, and he doesn't have viewers. So you know what? I'm gonna give a shout out to another person. I'm gonna give a shout out to Marvin. If you see my follower, you see Marvin. Is I'm gonna give a huge shout out to Marvin. So yeah, I know this is a video about drama, but this is a huge shout out to Marvin. So we have, and I love this. See, my whole life we've been talking every single one of most of my videos, not every single one of them, about the good versus the evil, the balance, right? So we had this person, right? I'm not gonna name, and I have Marvin. So the two of them, Marvin, I say this with love, my bro. I say this with love, but you're awkward, and technically speaking, I'm awkward too. It's all good. But you see, Marvin will do live every single day, even if there's no viewer, even if he had one viewer, and even if he's awkward, then you realize that he's not really awkward, he's introverted. And because he's introverted, he's out of his comfort zone, right? But every single day, he's making steps. And the reason why he's saying that, because he talked about it. He was like, dude, I'm really trying to get out of my comfort zone. I'm trying to be more, what was the word he used? You can tell that I'm French, right? You talk to me in English. Possibly translate it. You try to be more outgoing. There you go. Outgoing was the word. So he was like, I'm trying to be more outgoing. This is why I'm doing it live. And you see, for this guy, it's hard to do. It's really hard to do live, but he does it every single day. And the best thing about it is he got one viewer most of the time. Now, ultimately speaking, why does Marvin has one viewer? Well, it's kind of simple. The guy is live the whole day, right? When you're live too often, that's not good, because when you're live too often, people will start missing your live and say, doesn't matter if I miss a live, I'll be there when he's doing it live tomorrow. And then the next day, like, you know what? Doesn't matter if I miss this live because I'll be there tomorrow. And then you realize that after a week, they said, I don't even care about this guy anymore. But yeah, Marvin putting in the effort, putting in the work, and he's a really good person. So you shout out to Marvin. Marvin is kind of a guy that you can joke with him. He's gonna laugh. Then you have this other guy. So this other guy, at first it was if he followed me and I followed him back. Saw the content. He was doing motivational content, but it's motivational. I don't want to talk to you about that guy, but it's motivational guy, but in the guise of being mean. So, for example, he did a video about 3 days ago, I don't know. But he was like, he was saying something about, there's this expression in French, vaut mieux être seul que mal accompagné, which is better be alone than surrounded with wrong people, right? And then he was saying, don't fool yourself. You try to be with people and then you didn't succeed. You try to be friends with people and they didn't like you. That's why you're alone. And ultimately speaking, I kind of get where he's coming from, which is true. Like, yeah, it is better to be alone than to be surrounded with other people, by bad people. But it's better to be surrounded with good people than to be alone. So you didn't make the effort to actually go to people and look for good people to be your friend, right? Which is kind of cool. He did a lot of those videos. It's motivational, but you know what, you're fucking up. So it's a really weird kind of video, but at the end of the day, it serves a purpose. It serves a purpose to push you, right? And it's kind of like that tough love that you need. But it's weird because you shouldn't give yourself tough love, right? If anything, accept yourself for who you are. But again, he's serving a purpose. That's the content he wants to make. That's the content he wants to make. So I was like, okay. And I watched a couple of his videos and like, dude, it's kind of cool. I like what he's doing. I absolutely like what he's doing. The reason why I love what he's doing is I see myself a lot in him. And the reason why I say I see myself a lot in him, and the reason why I like this content is, again, we're all about transparency. All about transparency. I at 22, I spent a year of my life, a year and a half of my life, not seeing anybody. Wasn't talking to my mom, wasn't talking to my dad, was staying the whole day in the apartment. The only reason why I would go out was to buy junk food and to get fatter. And I did for that for a year and a half. I was in a big depression. And I wasn't talking to anybody, and I realized that by not talking to everybody, I was having such a productive mind. I was having all of these thoughts, all of those ideas, all of those concepts, right? And I was like, holy shit, those are good concepts, those are good concepts, those are good concepts. Now, technically speaking, that's kind of true, but not true. Technically, you don't have some good idea or concept. It's just nobody is there to challenge you. So you're your own biggest yes man, and when you're your own biggest yes man, then everything that you do is a yes. And when everything that you do is a yes, you think that you're invincible, you think that you're higher than anybody else, and that's pretty much it. So like, and it's a shame because I was having speech that was in the exact spectrum as this guy right now. Now, technically speaking, I'm a lot older. I'm 31. I think the guy was 27, but it's maturity, right? I'm like, okay, and then this guy, and I know this guy. I know this guy is feeling lonely, right? And I feel bad for him. So I feel bad for him, and I'm the kind of guy that has a lot of compassion, but it's often not compassion. It's under the guise of pity. And I saw him live about a week ago. And I felt bad because he didn't have anybody. So I came into the live and I was like, hey, what's up, bro? I was trying to be nice to him, you know? And then I stayed in. He did a couple of battles. I helped him out. Again, I'm not spending on TikTok because I'm broke myself. I'm fucking broke. To a degree that's not even funny. But it's okay. I'm surviving. We're good. Right? So, this guy, I helped him with tap. Right? And this guy has 0 viewers. So what he doesn't understand is TikTok will put him with 0 viewer. So how TikTok works, they'll make you battle against people that are in your brackets. So for example, right, you usually get X points, right? They'll put you with people that usually get X points. Now the funny thing is, just to show you what kind of guy he is, right? Just to show you the kind of guy he is, he was battling against people, right, with 0 viewer. He had 2 accounts, and the second account was tapping the screen. And then it's a shame. It's a shame because he was like, okay, well, I won the game. But no, you didn't win. You made yourself when you cheated, you know? So 2 days ago, right, I see him live, and I feel bad because once again he's alone, and you're seeing him, and you see that he's mad. Now you go in, you realize that there's a lot of trolls in his chat, right? But then again, the trolls in his chat are the way they are because he's kind of being rude to the people. So like, okay, fuck that, you're rude or being rude, right? And then kind of feel bad about him. Now I go in live at around 6 o'clock, right? And I spent 20 minutes, and then, okay, you know what? I'm gonna help the guy. Did a couple of battle, right? So I help him out. And then I was like, dude, I don't feel like streaming. I don't feel like making videos. Now, again, the reality is I was sick. I got a cold. So I go in his live the second time, and I feel bad because, once again, he has nobody. And he's like, dude, he see me in the chat, and as soon as he see me in the chat, he does a battle. He says, hi, how are you? Then battle right away. And then he started giving me shit. He's like, yo, why don't you snap the screen? And he calls me out by my name. So technically speaking, right, some of you guys know my name, right? But I don't say my name a lot. Once again, you guys remember that the reason for this channel is because I didn't like who I was. The reason why we're doing this channel was because I had a shitty life, and I was like, you know what? Let's create this character, right? So I don't really share my name with a lot of people. People know it. Some people, if you know my name, congrats. you're one of the chosen one. But most people don't know my name. So when I come in into his chat, right, he's like, "Yo, I don't like your name." It's like, "Oh, Vendetta is very violent." I'm like, "Okay, well, if you're not comfortable, I'm gonna give you my real name." Didn't plan on doing it, but I understood where he came from. Okay, no problem. And I gave him my real name. I'm in this chat, right? I'm doing fucking clips. I'm on my computer, so I have the phone, right? I don't know. I'm gonna say, you know what? Let's do it like this, right? This is the computer. This is the computer. I'm typing on the computer. I'm doing the clips, and I have the phone here, right? And he's like, dude, he said Stefan, which is my real name. Stefan, why aren't you clicking the screen, bro? I didn't ask you to do battle. You chose to do battle, right? If I want to partake in a battle, I want to partake in a battle. If I don't want to partake in the battle, I'm not gonna, right? And ultimately speaking, I understand supporting your friends. I understand that, but ultimately speaking, you're posing a demand for helps, right? And I'm here, not because I'm here because I feel bad for you. I have compassion, right? I got compassion. But you want to know something? I'm going to tell you something. The person watching, I'm going to tell you something, right? If you're seeing somebody, right, who constantly need help, and you constantly help them, you become a crutch. And when you become a crutch, you don't teach them how to run. You don't teach them how to walk. You're telling them, you don't need to walk, bro. I'll be there for you. So I'm like, and he started to give me shit. And then he started to give me shit, and I said, you know what? Fuck you, dude. And I said that. I said, fuck you. And I just left. But then, oh, shit. Shit. I felt bad. Because I understood that it wasn't him talking, it was depression. Right? So I go back at him. And I'm hearing him in his chat, right? Talking to the two other people that were there, who are, by the way, trolls, right? If you look on their account, there's zero followers, zero followers, zero following. And he's calling me by my name. And he says, Stefan, he's that kind of guy. Stefan is going to go on your video. You're going to see the video, but he's not going to give it like, bro, I'm following 8,000 people. How much time do you think it's going to take me, 8,000 people? I personally, I upload 20 videos a day, around 20 videos a day. I'm going to do the math, right? 8 times 20. That's 160, right? Now, do time 1,000, right? So I have to watch 16,000 video. Now for the view count, you need to wait 3 seconds, right? So let's do 16 times 3, which gives you 48. 48, okay? Now do times 1,000. 48,000. Now, divided by 60. No, I fucking don't know, bro. I don't know, but it's a shit ton of time. I don't have that time. So he does that. And I'm like, holy shit, bro. If you call me by my endo, people would give me shit. You're an asshole. You're an asshole. So, all of this to say, right? All of this to say, the ending, okay. So the ending is, he got trolled by a lot of people. He was acting like a dick. So what happened was, somebody came in, and they were seeing the dick, and then they brought some of their friends, not me. And they were trolling him. So they took control of his stream. The guy's a bit slow, so they said, "Yo, make me a mod, make me a mod, and I'll take care of the stream." Then he made them a mod, and then mod put in people that he shouldn't have put, which were calling him a horrible names. Now his account doesn't exist anymore because he deleted it. But all of this, the drama, all of this to say, right? If you're a content creator, okay, this is a lesson that I had to learn myself. People do not owe you shit. People don't owe you a like. People don't owe you a follow. People don't owe you comments. People will watch your content if they want to, not because they have to, right? They'll like the comments, they like the video if they want to, not because they have to. And the saddest thing about that is, like, I get really hurt. So, for example, right, I had a friend, and I was getting a lot of trolls back in August, and she defended me, and so I went to her DM and said, "Hey, thank you so much." And then usually I don't DM a lot, and I don't DM a lot on TikTok. If I DM, it's more so on Instagram, because I prefer Instagram to talking. for talking, I prefer Instagram. So I go in and I take a little break from TikTok. I take a 2 weeks break from TikTok, and I'm like, okay, well, I go back to my texts, and I'm seeing account not available. But the last message was was her saying you're welcome with 2x, and I was like, okay, well, I don't think anybody will send me. I don't think anybody will send me hey, thank you for 2x. And I was like, why did they block me, right? And it's such a weird feeling. It's such a weird feeling because this is actually one of the perfect example. So I know who she was because I read the conversation, and I remember the conversation. Like, okay, well, she blocked me. So what I did was I went on my gaming account, right, and I'm like, hey, I know that you blocked me. I don't know what I did to for you to block me, but I'm sorry. And then she blocked that account too. So ultimately speaking, this person, it's a shame because she was really there for me and we didn't really talk. I don't know if she wanted to talk and I wasn't there for her, but you know, and I was like, holy shit. I lost somebody that really had my back, and of course that sucks, right? But at the same time, I was like, okay, well, guess what? You didn't talk to her enough, maybe. That's your fault, right? Now we're gonna talk about another example about another person I spend time with. I really talk to them. I really talk to them, and then they block me. And ultimately, they didn't block me. They unfollowed. And ultimately speaking, you don't owe me a follow, but it does. It does really hurt when you're somebody that I know, you're a friend of mine, and you're unfollowed because you know that's my dream, right? But at the same time, you don't owe me a follow, so you learn that people don't owe you shit. Now, this guy was an asshole because he thought we owe you shit. But this is the video in itself. The video in itself is understanding. Sorry, we're doing the Tokyo Go Brick of Chain. Amazing game, by the way. You understand that it sucks, but they never owed you. Now the person, if any lesson, the guy was an asshole. He was getting mad, and one of the worst thing that he said during the stream is he actively said, and this is something that I will never understand, but it's actually quite sad. He said, what did he say? He said, because he's talking in French, that's why I have to translate. He said, I have 3,000 followers because he had 3,000 followers, and not one person in my life. You're demanding your people to go in your life. There's life like this. There's nobody. That's okay. That's life. I'm on Twitch every single day, and there's no viewer. But I like gaming, so I don't care. See, that's pretty much it. So, if you're a content creator, right? If you're a content creator, understand that people don't owe you shit, right? Understand that people will come and like to comment, will come and view the live, will partake in the content as you do. And if you're a viewer, because there's also a second side of the coin, right? The coin that has two sides. I was looking for a coin, I don't have a coin. Too broke! If you're a viewer, right? If you're a viewer, think about the content creator. Now, technically, I just said, oh, they don't owe you shit. But in my own situation, I've been doing this for 3 years, right? And I don't get cash from it. So I'm doing this out of passion, right? So does it suck when I see somebody that I care about unfollow? Sure. I understand that they don't owe me shit, sure, but it still hurts. So, if you're a viewer, no, forget it. Do what you want. Okay, do what you want. Live and let live, right? Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace.